This is the unmarked police traffic stop freeman no consent video I did a while ago. 164,000 hits, a lot of positives, negatives, a lot of views, and I've been thinking about doing a follow-on as to what happened after the stop and such like, and what I perceive consent as. I had a good comment before off a guy called the Matrix 28. Thanks for the comment, mate, and you kind of just nudged me into doing this video. So right, so what happened? The police stopped me. They won't give me an idea as to why they stopped me, so I'm not consenting to these guys. You know, it's tantamount to being mugged. So what happened? They stopped me. I don't consent. They gave me a producer, and that went in the bin. No, I wouldn't go to court. I'm not stepping on their turf. I'd never go to court over something like this. So consequently, the outcome of this was, well, there was no outcome, because to be honest, it was one of those things where you know, I'm empowered by actually understanding that my consent is the only thing that matters. These guys telling me that I have to give my consent up doesn't really mean anything. It just means that they don't know what they're talking about. Statutes and acts are not law. The rules and regulations. These guys have forgotten how to. Well, they've forgotten that we're, you know, we're ruled by common law, natural law, not rules and regulations. But the police have kind of forgotten about all of that. They've forgotten that you know, there is natural law, and they're all taught in the same manner. And you know the situation, you're having your free will removed and eroded. They want to create the hive mind, where one mind fits all, get total control of the people. You've got to remember, we're all separate entities, we're all individuals, we've all got our own consent. So the outcome of this video was that I got a producer that went in the bin, and never heard anything else. And if I had heard anything else, I would have done a video, and I would have showed the outcome of that. But nothing happened anyway. You know, I mean, the point was that I did hand over a license at the end of this, and at the end of the day, it was the first time I'd done anything like this, and you know, it's a proper adrenaline rush when you do something like this. So it's hard to try and keep control of yourself, and you know, it's difficult. And you know, not to swear and not to be rude. I'm not rude to people anyway, but the point was, they were squeezing me, trying to get information. There was how many of them? There was 6 of them in total. And you know, it is intimidating when you know, you think there's a possibility of getting arrested. Now the point is about, you know, getting arrested was that I do live in I do have property. I have when I say property, I have a piece of land, and I do live on the land. So the freeman, you know, aspect isn't. Well, it's, you know, the freeman aspect is the way I live. I'm not part of a freeman movement though. I just kind of do my own thing and live as a free individual. A lot of people don't understand what I'm doing, and that's only because they're caught up in the system. There's a system here, and we're all programmed by it. You've got to deprogram. But the point was that, you know, this happened. I was lucky to get it, really, simply because, you know, I don't get stopped that often. But it was it was an opportunity to kind of flex what you know, really, and deal with a situation that's kind of generally out of your parameters. You know, dealing with a massively jacked up element of adrenaline, being fueled by this adrenaline, and it coursing through you and trying to remain articulate. So it is quite difficult. There's been a lot of negative comments and a lot of positive comments. The good thing is the positives outweigh the negative comment, which is brilliant. So, you know, thanks to everyone who's positive. Negative people, you just kind of asleep. I see negative people as just, they have a possibility of being positive, but I don't converse with negative people. It's an argument waiting to happen. They don't think like I do, and they don't think that freedom is important. So, you know, majority of people want to, you know, a lot of people want to argue with you. I don't bother with that. People who are argumentative are asleep. If you don't think that your free will and your rights are important, then you are fast asleep. The other thing is that in this video, at the end of it, I forgave these officers. Now, when you think about forgiveness and acceptance, these are massive in our lives, and I don't particularly hate anyone. I don't hate anyone, you know, so I don't want to hate anyone. There's a lot of hate going on, and we see it everywhere. So, you know, it's nice to be everybody's friend if that's possible. So I forgive these guys. It's not a problem. I know how to forgive. It's a big part. It takes a lot of doing to find forgiveness and acceptance. I'm not religious, by the way. None of that. It's a natural kind of thing to find that a way of running your mind in a manner that is beneficial instead of traumatic. And you'll find that a lot of people are holding a lot of negative energy. So consequently, this is why being argumentative is, you know, it's all, you know, you see it in the comments and people arguing, and they only want to be right. It's an egoic construct. But anyway, you know, this is the way I see it. And as far as consent's concerned, consent's your own, and it's the all-important thing. And when I say the all-important thing, that's exactly what I mean. It is so important to keep your consent. Who owns you? You own yourself. And this is the point. You know, if you give yourself away, then you know, you can be fined anything. You know, the relationship you have with the name, that's owned. We're owned from the moment we're born and given a name. That's part of the system. But anyway, there we go. That's what I think. That's my little follow-up video. We've got to empower ourselves. Just filming the screen. Empower ourselves. That's all I can say. So thanks a lot, and stay positive.